This is Bourbon, Double Blind.
Hey, before we get into today's episode, just a reminder that any of the profits and proceeds we make through this podcast go back to the Bourbon Society for Indiana. We try and use that to put on events or other things so that we can raise money for non-profits and charities in Indiana. With that, today's sponsor for the episode is Timberline Sierra Barrel Company. If you're looking for anything that you can make out of a wine or whiskey or bourbon barrel, they probably make it. Anything from cabinets to displays out of the barrels. They make stave shelves. They make end tables. He even makes coolers now. I think he has chair kits you can order to make out of the barrels. Super cool stuff. So if you're looking for a gift for somebody or yourself, especially for Mother's and Father's Day coming up, check them out. You can find them at timberlinesierra.com. And anything you order from them, they can customize. They've customized stuff for our group like this for our first event. We made a bunch of shelves, barrel cabinets, and these bottle openers for us, which is great. Again, if you're looking for anything like that for a gift for yourself or for somebody that is into bourbon or whiskey or even wine, check them out, timberlinesierra.com. You can also find them on Facebook. That's Timberline, TimberlineSierra.com. With that, we'll get back to the bourbon.
Right. Andrew, we'll figure this out. What's your least favorite of them? What's your one that's in third place, your least favorite? And I'll show you that bottle. And then I'll do my least favorite and you show me your least favorite is number one.
Yeah. And not
All
because
right.
it's offensive or anything. I just think that it's the easiest on my palate, but it's also the least invasive on my palate, like rather unremarkable, I would say. But still good. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's
That's
bad.
fair. So if you're listening, you can see me. I'll bring the bottle in front of the camera. Or if you're
Sure.
watching, you'll see it. If you're listening, it is 1792 bottled in bond.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Are you familiar? Have you had it before, Andrew?
I have. And
Yeah.
and that makes sense to me. Like it's not bad. Like I'm never going to turn it away, but it's not going to be the very first one I reach for.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to decide which one's my least favorite here. I know which
Sure.
one's my favorite.
This was a lot of fun, man. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for doing it. Man, these are really close. So my second and third place, I could flip-flop if I tried each of them three
Sure.
more times, probably. I'm going to say this is my least favorite based on those last two sips.
Okay.
Sample number 3.
Sample number 3. Okay. This might shock
Again, not bad whiskey.
It might shock the community.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hard Truth.
Yep.
Sweet mash. I've never had it, actually.
Yeah. I think it's phenomenal. It's a rye, but it
That's
is,
why.
to me, I'm not a rye guy. I'm just going to throw that out there. I always pick up this dill note. To me, I just feel like I'm drinking a pickle, and I hate it. It doesn't matter if it's like bullet rye, if it's insert any other, typical rye. But lately, this is one of them that I don't have that note on, so I fell in love with it pretty quick. This one, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye or whatever is another one. And I think, Sazerac rye, but that one's very easygoing for anybody. You couldn't even qualify that as a rye. To me, it's just, and easy on the palate. introductory level whiskey. But those are like the only three that I found that I don't get that note so far.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
I don't never
interesting.
had anything from Hard Truth, so
Yeah, well,
get to
there
try
you go,
something new.
man. Good old, I think that's from Indiana. Yeah, Brown County. And
Oh,
yeah, there you go. That's their mash bill #1 for, yeah,
nice.
yeah.
All right, what's the one in the middle for you? What's your second favorite?
All right. #2.
Number two. Oh, this is fun. We'll get to my agenda with this. So your sample number two, which you put in the middle here. And if you're listening or if you're watching, Elijah
Wow.
Craig 18 year.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That is so
You were
cool.
able to
I
grab
almost,
some stuff off of it.
yeah, I almost had that on my #1. And when I said, all right, I've got it picked, 2 was my #1. And like last second, I'm like, you
Okay.
know what? I'm gonna switch it back. And I think it's because I'm smoking this cigar, so I've already got that like bitter palate going.
Oh yeah.
But it was tough. It is amazing. That's definitely I'm gonna have to buy that.
Yeah, we can hunt one down. I got mine at a
Yeah,
raffle. Yeah.
yeah. I had the option to get it this month. Believe it or not, there's a liquor store here. The owner texted me and he asked me, "Do I want that 18-year, or do I want Blanton's, or do I want what was it, Willett Family Estate?" And
Okay.
he was asking. I think it was over $100 for the 18-year. I think it was like 150 around there. And, we're planning a wedding. So my fiance, she kind of like winced when I told her the price of it, and was like, you know what? I'm almost done with my bottle of Blanton's. I'll just take that. And he sold it to me for $59. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, I went with the Blanton's. Not because I absolutely adore it or anything, but Mike, if you see this bottle that's right to my right, it's getting down.
Yeah.
I
Um,
passed up on it, but now I'm sad.
oh, well, you'll find one.
Yeah.
Uh, if actually, what days are you guys coming? You said you're coming down to
Uh,
Kentucky. Which
I think
days?
it'll be the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Okay. You may already know this. On Thursdays,
That's when they do
they'll do a
their,
release.
yeah. And
Yeah.
we're missing it by a day, which sucks.
Oh,
I know. I think the 8th is a Friday. We're meeting with the event coordinator for Buffalo Trace Distillery because we're having our wedding down there in November.
oh,
And
nice.
yeah, and they're hooking us up, man. It's going to be awesome. We're
That's
doing like a
awesome.
really small, uh, just very, very small wedding, but
Mhm.
they're letting us do it on their grounds, and it's going to be awesome. So we're going to meet with her, talk about exactly what we want and how she's going to set it up for us and everything. And then
Oh, that's super cool.
Saturday, we're meeting with a bakery down there, and we're doing samplings of different cakes and stuff to go with what we want for a wedding cake. And so that's going to be fun. And then we're going to try to pick a different place, go and try and sample some stuff to see where we're going to have our dinner. And it's going to be all work, but it's fun work. She's going to
Yeah, that's awesome.
go to a hairdresser and see if she likes how they style her hair. And I'm just going to go and drink bourbon. So, yeah, I'm looking
Can't
forward to
complain.
it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not at all.
Well, I've never crashed a wedding, but you might be the first.
Hey, I don't blame you, man.
My number two. I said number one the first time, yeah. Sample number one
Uh, I think
or sample three.
you said 3.
Yeah. So here, and again, those flip flop back and forth
Sure.
depending on the order I tried them. But second place for me, right in the middle, is
Okay.
sample number one.
Nice. You ready for it?
Yeah. What do you got?
Smoke
Oh,
wagon.
Smoke Wagon.
Yeah.
I've never
It,
had that either, actually.
yeah, actually, with Smoke Wagon, I got this bottle. I got on their website. They said it was in stock. It was their uncut, unfiltered. I ordered it. I paid for it, and then like 3, 4 hours later, I got a refund email saying,
Mm,
"Hey, we're sorry, we're out of stock." So then I emailed them and was like, "What the fuck? What's going on? Like, why?"
yeah.
And they said, "Well, we messed up. We sold you a bottle that we don't have in stock." So I was like, "All right." And they're like, "Well, we'll credit you free shipping." So
Yeah.
I was able to get when the small batch was still in stock. So I just ordered that and got it for free shipping. So basically MSRP off the website with free shipping. So
That's
that was
awesome.
kind of nice. Yeah, I wasn't mad about it. And it turned out to be a pretty decent drinker. Like, I'm not mad about it at all.
Yeah.
So
I've never had anything from them, and I was curious since, I
I
mean, they're
thought
in
for
Vegas,
sure
yeah?
you had them. Yeah, they are. And all of their whiskey ends up being pretty young, but I think with it, I don't know if they're MGP or not, but uh, it turned out pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
I've had way worse, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had some. Yeah. No, that's good. I'm surprised there's that much flavor in that for it just being in the desert where there's not a massive, massive temperature change
Yeah,
like there is
so I
here.
was impressed too. That's why I almost think it's like sourced maybe MGP because of how much flavor it is, not, trying to toot Indiana's horn or not, but I just can't imagine that there's very much variation out there. Like, I've done plenty of work in the desert and it's extremely cold at night and extremely hot during the day, but it's like that year round. It's pretty mellow overall for an
Yeah.
average temperature.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Sure.
yeah,
All right. Your number one,
is number
the only
three.
one I have left. Sample three. I'm excited about this. This was part of my agenda.
No shit.
Yep. Sample three. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
You know what, dude? Which one is it?
It is C921 is the
I
batch.
bought two of those because I liked how tannic it is. And I wanted to
Oh.
tell you it tasted like Elijah Craig immediately when I tasted it because, like, that I told you that's the one, but I didn't want to spoil it. Um,
Yeah.
I love, like, it's a mood bourbon to me. Like, that it's it's very, bitey. It's dry,
Hmm.
but to me it's got that punch to it and it makes my tongue kind of pucker up, and it's very tannic. It tastes like old whiskey and I love it.
Yeah. It's so I gotta smell it. So good.
It
I think
is.
that too. I don't remember the other batch I had, but it's good, man.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
C921, A122, and C521 or whatever it is still on my cart to the right of me. And I had to go back, like, the day that I bought 921, it was at this hole in the wall here in LaPorte, and they had it listed for what small batch price was.
Oh.
Yeah, like they didn't know what they had, and I saw it and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, okay." And I tried it, and honestly, the neck pour is way sweeter than what the rest of the
Hmm.
bottle is. It
Interesting.
turns into that like tannic stuff, but on the neck pour, I was like, "I'm going back," and I bought two more. And
Yeah, they're
so,
good.
yeah, I love them. I love
Yeah.
them.
I haven't met a batch of it I haven't liked.
Yep, me too. And man, that makes me feel pretty good. All right, you just boosted my confidence a lot.
There you
I
go.
really wanted to say that's what it was, but I didn't
That's
want
awesome.
to sound like an asshole. So
I'm
what?
excited to learn what number sample two is here because I have a little bit left that I keep sipping on, and it's pretty darn good. It's sweet on the end. St. Julian. I've never had any of these.
Yeah,
St. Julian straight
it
bourbon whiskey cask strength.
yeah. So this is their Centennial Series cast strength. It's aged 5 years. From what I believe, and I did a little bit of research, and we had a membership at St. Julian for a long time. So we
Mhm.
go up there and do like free tastings and stuff. I believe that they went down and it's an MGP bourbon that they sourced and blended themselves or what. I don't think it's a blend. It's cask strength though. But it's incredible. Wherever
Yeah,
they got this from, it's super viscous. It's to
man.
me, I get all honey and white pepper. Like it's so like sweet and spicy and thick, and nobody ever talks about it.
Wow.
And it's so goddamn good. And the
'Cause,
last time we went up there, we went up for a tasting. It was kind of late. They're an hour ahead, actually, on Eastern time, like you are.
mhm.
But it's only like maybe a 30-minute drive from LaPorte. And we went in there. Erica got her little wine flight, and I asked for a pour of this. And the guy's name is Andrew, same name as me. He's like, "Well, you just want a big pour?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And oh my God, he emptied the bottle into
Oh,
my big ass, like big ass wine glass, and it was easily an 8-ounce pour. Like I'm not even making this up. Erica can vouch for me. It was the biggest
man.
pour I've ever seen, and he charged me $11. So I sat there and I'm like, that I'm in heaven. I drank as much as
Well,
I could, but we had to drive back to Indiana. I didn't want to get drunk, so I didn't finish it. But
yeah.
man, I was
Wow.
I just love this stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like with our discount being members, it's less than $60 out the door, which to me is a no-brainer. But I think if you're not a member, it's still under 70.
I mean, you put a label from Buffalo Trace on there, and you could charge $120 for that.
Sure. I
It's
really enjoy it. It's different.
wow.
They got it right. The
Well,
nose, there's not much on the nose. It's crazy how
no.
it's just all finish and it's all, on the back of your tongue.
Yeah, I mean, it smells sweetish on the nose, but
Yeah.
not like it tastes.
I'm gonna put a little bit in this glass right here just to try it.
God, dog, that's good.
I'm
Next, I'm
off
visiting
tomorrow.
family up there.
Yes, and if you want to, I can even go up and grab you a bottle, and then if we cross ways, I can send it your way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm impressed with that. All right, so let's recap our order we put things in. So again, Andrew and I were both blind. If you're just watching the end of this for whatever reason, he had no idea what I gave him. I have no idea what he gave me. Andrew's third place, correct me if I'm wrong, going back
Sure.
through these, was 1792 Bottle and Bond.
Yep.
Second place, which was part of my agenda here, was Elijah Craig 18 year.
It was close, man. It was close.
And first place was Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C921. However, they're all delicious. All the batches of these.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you didn't send me a bad pour at all.
yeah. So my agenda here was to hopefully show that Elijah Craig 18 year isn't worth hunting down.
Yeah, I
Still
kind of
good,
agree
but
with that. As far as like the price on it, that's ridiculous. And I don't
yeah.
think that 18 years is really that much more like I don't know. What is their barrel proof even aged at? 10 years, 11 years, 12? I
I don't
don't
know if
even
they put
know.
an age on there.
I'm not
12
sure.
years. Yep.
Yeah, 12.
12 year. Yep.
So I think that it actually diminishes beyond that. I think that their
Yeah.
barrel proof, they're onto something with it, and why not stick with it? But if I do cross it, I'm going to buy it because I did like it. So
Yeah.
here is last place, which it kind of took the Bourbon Society community by storm for a few weeks. Everybody was all about this
Mhm.
bottle, and my sentiments as well. I think it's amazing. I love it. As far as the rye goes, like fire. But if you're not a
Yeah,
rye
it's
guy,
still good.
yeah.
I'm not going to complain if somebody pours me some. It's still good.
Smoke wagon, small batch, and it's unremarkable as far as like distinct flavors, but what is there, I think it goes down pretty easy, and it's an easy one to
Mhm.
introduce somebody to bourbon. Like, oh, you like Buffalo Trace? Well, try this. But your favorite was this bottle right here.
Yeah, I've never tried any of these three, so this is awesome.
Yeah, these are they're three of my go-tos. I reach
Yeah.
for them all the time. It's hard for me to figure out what I drink. If I don't go to one of these, like if it's just a random weekday and it's been a shitty 12 hours at work and I get home, and I normally don't drink. Alcoholism runs in both sides of my family, so I'm really cognizant about, my intake.
Mhm.
But I love Wild Turkey Rare Breed. I think for 45 plus bucks, it's an amazing bottle at like 116.8 proof. Like it's good.
Yeah.
But these are always in my rotation, and that's why I included them.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Andrew, thanks for your willingness to swap samples and hang out for, oh shit, we've been on here for an hour and share your a little bit of your life with everybody, and
Yeah, man.
hopefully anybody that listens to it enjoys it.
Yep. I
Yeah.
hope to be back.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'm going to pair people up so it's not just me swapping samples.
Sure.
As selfish as I want to be and just swap samples with everybody, it's not why I'm doing this.
Yeah, I've got a lot of decent stuff to swap with somebody, so hopefully they're interested. I'd love
Yeah,
that.
for sure. Yeah, cool. Guys, if you listened, I appreciate it, and I hope you catch you next time.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. If you would like to be a guest on an episode, email us at podcastbdb@gmail.com. You can also find our group on Facebook at the Bourbon Society of Indiana. Until next time, we hope you find something that tickles your taste buds. Cheers.